That's all it takes. Now imagine the Earth suddenly stops spinning for just 5 seconds. Not forever, just 5. Would you even notice? Actually, and you probably wouldn't have time, because the moment the ground stops, everything that's not firmly attached keeps moving at over 1,000 miles per hour, including you. It sounds impossible, like something from a disaster movie. But thinking about it reveals something incredible about the planet we live on every single day. Right now, you're standing perfectly still. At least that's what it feels like. But you aren't. If you're near the equator, you're traveling through space at roughly 1,670 kilometers per hour just because Earth is spinning. The only reason you don't feel it is because everything around you is moving at exactly the same speed. It's like sitting inside a smooth airplane. You don't notice the motion until something changes. Now imagine the airplane suddenly hits an invisible wall. That's what Earth stopping would feel like. The ground would stop instantly. The oceans wouldn't. The atmosphere wouldn't. Cars, buildings, trees, and people would all continue moving at enormous speed. Imagine standing in a parking lot. 1 second, you're checking your phone. The next, you're being thrown across the landscape faster than a race car. Most buildings weren't designed for that. Neither were we. But here's the strange part. The ground itself wouldn't explode. It would simply stop. Everything else would create the chaos, and the air might become even more dangerous. Our atmosphere spins together with Earth. If the planet stopped but the air kept moving, massive winds would race across the surface at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Imagine the strongest hurricane you've ever seen. Now imagine it covering almost the entire planet. Would anywhere be safe? Maybe. Near the North and South poles, the effects would be much smaller because those regions barely move from Earth's rotation in the first place. But for billions of people living farther away, survival would become incredibly unlikely. And that's only the first few seconds. The oceans would keep moving too. Water has momentum. Gigantic walls of water could rush across continents, flooding cities hundreds of kilometers from today's coastlines. Entire landscapes could disappear beneath the sea. So if everything is this fragile, why doesn't it happen all the time? Because spinning is what planets naturally keep doing. It's one of the basic rules of physics. Objects in motion stay in motion unless something powerful stops them, and for Earth, there simply isn't anything strong enough to slam on the brakes, at least not anything we know of. But let's imagine the impossible one last time. After 5 terrifying seconds, Earth starts spinning again. Would everything return to normal? Not even close. Cities would already be destroyed, forests flattened, power grids gone, communication systems silent. The planet itself would survive. Human civilization might not. It's amazing, isn't it? We spend our lives worrying about traffic, deadlines, and forgotten passwords. Yet beneath our feet, an entire planet has been spinning for billions of years with astonishing precision. Every sunrise, every sunset, every calm walk outside depends on a motion so constant that we almost forget it exists until we imagine what happens if it stops. And maybe that's the most incredible part of all. The greatest forces shaping our lives are often the ones we never notice.